Meeting is being held by virtual meeting by Zoom. I will call the meeting to order, and we will start with a pledge of allegiance to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States
of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty
and justice
for all. Okay, I'd like to read the roll call. NBC?
Yes, present.
Iris?
Here.
Tiana? Nicholas, I'm here. Agnes?
Yeah.
Ed Ward? No. Kevin McNeil?
Yes.
You're here. And Mayor Kramer?
Here.
And of course, January Adams, our director, is here. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, also known as the Sunshine Law. The schedule and notification of this meeting have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have been posted in the library's vestibule and are available at the reference desk. This is usually the time when we have public comment. I will ask Bob, is there any member of the public signed in?
No, at this time, there's no members of the public.
Okay, we will skip this part and move on to the discussion and acceptance of minutes of the January 27th, 2021 meeting. I trust everybody has read the minutes.
Yes.
It's okay.
Is there a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
The motion is made and seconded. Is there any discussion about the minutes? Seeing no discussion, I'll ask for a vote. NBC?
Yes.
Iris?
Yes.
Nicholas? Yes. Agnes?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Mayor Kramer?
Yes.
The minutes for the January 27th meeting are accepted. Motion has passed. Move on to the director's reports. First, the financial report. Nice color. January, do you have any anything to say about the finances?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
but if anybody has any questions, I'm always willing to answer.
I guess all the zeros has to do with us being closed, right? For the equipment. Well, which one are we looking at? That's the which one am I?
Yeah, I don't know which
Item
one.
expenses, all branches.
Oh, no,
Right.
This is I think you're looking at the Franklin Park one.
Yeah, I was looking at the
What?
Franklin. I'm sorry. So we're looking at all branches. Okay.
Well, I looked it over. It seems to me that I can
That's in line.
reconcile everything here. Some of the expenses come in once a year, and therefore the percentage will be a little off of what we expect.
On the branch, the utilities, water and sewer.
Well, yeah.
The branch, the water bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah, we've known about that for a while. We've talked to, we had the meter checked. It's been resolved since then. It was toilet that was leaking.
So citizens have that all the time.
Yeah.
And they request some sort of refund. And what the town will do on request is charge them the price that the town pays for the water.
Okay.
So that they don't. So we should request that. if it wasn't that long ago. And, you know, it's not a huge amount of money, but it's tax.
If any counts.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wish I would have known that last year.
you should just, yeah, if you have, you know, if it goes on for months and you know about it and you don't take care of it, you're not going to do anything. But if you have something like that,
I'm having a library
you
board
pay
now.
what we had to pay, but we don't try to make a profit off of it. So if you send Bob Thornlocker a letter, he will take care of it, I'm sure.
Okay, and what am I asking for?
You're saying you got a high bill back in whenever. We found out it was due to a leaky toilet, and we have a
Rebate.
leniency or rebate on that.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Mayor. That's very good news.
Yeah, it saved us $100.
Something for all of us to know.
It's good for the public.
Okay. Is there any other comment on the any of the financial parts? January, would you like to move on to your
sure.
operations report?
Yeah. So we had 2 special programs about eating and drinking during the month. And those were in addition to, we had 20 adult programs, 7 new programs on the kids blog, and 5 new take and make programs. And our new streaming service, Canopy, during the first 20 days, we had 147 videos with a combined runtime of close to 62 hours. So it looks like it's going to be pretty popular.
That's what, yeah.
That we did it. And I'm going to do a little bit of show and tell for you. That we have a new format in the children's materials area, the Wonder Books that I talk about in my report. And I just thought I'd show this to you guys. Let's see if I block myself out. This is a Wonder Book. And what it has is inside there's a recording. So you play the recording and the recording reads to you as you read through the book.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
January, change the angle. We're getting glare. That's better.
Yeah, that's good.
So you can see the tape is down here. It has directions how to play it. And then the child reads along with the tape.
Nice.
And they're called Wonder Books. So we're trying them out to see how popular they are.
If I had had that, I probably know how to read by now.
Maybe.
And that's my report.
Thank you, January.
They
Yeah,
could
no-
use that for teaching a new language too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no president's report. January has already mentioned that about the March 1st meeting we have with a virtual meeting to tell the public about our plans for the new library branch. So that's about it.
And there's a link on the library website for that.
There will
What
be.
time is that again? What time was that meeting? Was that Saturday? On March 1st.
Why don't we discuss that a little? Who are we?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess that would be under old business. Oh, wait.
Okay.
You can go right ahead. I have no objection to discussing that now since I brought it up.
Sorry. We're going to have, who are we going to have there to present to the public?
We're gonna have the architect, and then we're gonna have the engineer if he's needed. I'm gonna do the start of it. I'll do a brief introduction, explain why we're doing it, and then the architect will take over.
Okay. You're going to talk about the grant too?
Yes,
Okay.
the grant is in my introductory remarks.
And then who will field the questions? I guess it depends on which.
I guess we
person.
all can, or, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's an architectural question. The architect wrote. Okay, good. Very good.
What's the date again? And the time?
I'm sorry, what was that, Agnes?
Date and time.
7.
March 1st,
March 1st.
7 p.m. You should have an email with a link to the meeting.
It's going to be WebEx, not Zoom.
Yeah.
You want to make sure
You have web.
that you have WebEx on your computer.
Okay.
And if you don't,
Well, you should be able to get it by, you should be able to click the link
An app.
now, and it will load up and then tell you the meeting isn't started. It's a little bit different how you get in. You put your name and your email address.
can you do it prior to the meeting? I hate waiting.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah. Just making sure it's in my calendar.
An application, you can do it.
Okay. Correspondence and communications. We've gotten in our packet the information from January. Is there any question about any of these communications that January has sent us?
I just thought I'd elaborate a little bit about them. The first one about the insurrection in DC evacuates the Library of Congress. I just included that because it shows you how far the ripple effect of these kind of events happen. You wouldn't think that it would be up beyond Capitol Hill, but there it was. The Library of Congress could have been in trouble. So I thought that was interesting. And then the other one is about the grant. Thank you to the Franklin Reporter and Advocate. And then the other one is about how circulation at libraries has changed during the pandemic with much more usage of e-books and electronic resources and less of print.
I particularly liked that because it showed what the fiction and nonfiction preferences were.
Yeah.
And had a list of them. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Mhm. Are there any questions to January about any of these communications?
I like the graphics of the kids programs.
I'll pass that along.
Okay. Moving on, is there any additional old business? Is there any new business?
Yeah. I've been asked by the architect, and I thought I'd pass this along to you. You may remember on his proposal that he could put in design to have a generator for $4,000. And I asked him down the road, if we were to buy a generator, how much would it be? And the generator would be $100,000. So I didn't know how you felt about paying the $4,000 to have it designed to have a generator maybe in the future.
The generator would-
At the new building.
But the purpose, I'm sorry.
Why the cost is like, so I mean, for it to be $4,000 to be built in, and $100,000 after that, just seems like, did he get, I mean, it just seems like a lot of a big difference to me. Is it just because the space is already there, or?
I can't hear Kevin.
It's saying I got a bad connection.
Turn off your video, Kevin, and it might help.
Sorry, I had a bad connection. Can you guys hear me?
It's difficult. Turn off your video. That might help.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
try it.
Speak, Kevin.
Can you hear me now?
This is better, yes.
Better.
Can you hear me now?
Better.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to a different place.
Hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Getting better.
Okay. No, I was just questioning, just in my mind, the difference between the two prices. Was there a reason why that was so that the two prices was so different?
No, one is just to make allowance to have it put in the future. The $4,000 is just to include it in the design.
Okay.
The $100,000 is to actually buy it and install it.
Okay.
If we wanted.
Okay.
So what I'm asking is, do you want to go for the $4,000, or do you want to skip the whole idea?
I think you need to discuss under what condition the generator would go on if the power went out.
Automatically.
So if the power goes out, it's going out in other places rather than just the library. So if it's going out other places and it goes out in the library, it's not a big deal that it's not in the library also.
So the one advantage,
It helps.
yeah, I don't see it as necessary that the library operation is a critical one that we have to keep it going.
Right.
However, if there's an extended outage,
Yeah.
that could be a haven for people
To come.
charge their
Yeah.
phones, maybe get warm for a little while. So I'm not saying yes or no. 100,000
right.
is a lot of money.
To think about it.
But the 4,000 sounds like it's worth it. And even if you make it generator ready, so that all the things are there, so you don't have to start running wires or something, that may be worth doing. And I'm not even saying no to the 100,000. It sounds a little high because the municipal building to get a new generator is 100,000, and that's a bigger building.
It is, yeah.
So we're considering that, replacing an existing generator for that. So go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I believe that $100,000 for a 5,000 square foot building is way out of line.
20 maximum.
And the fact of designing in a switchover box at this time for $4,000, I think is also sort of excessive. What would be required if we did get a generator, it would be a gas powered generator, and it would be requiring some plumbing and all, but I think we could probably cover that for $4,000 even in the future.
The only thing you have to consider with the generator is and having just gone through this, I know, if you have a generator and you have to have a clearing where the vents are on either side for input and where the air comes in and the air goes out. So if you have to have somebody, if the electricity goes off and the generator goes on, somebody has to manually be present to, if there's a snowstorm, to get the snow so those vents are clear. So you have to know that going in.
I guess that would be something in when they're designing it, right? With the
no, you'd have to have a person who would be, now it would be a person from the township would be responsible for having to see that it's cleared.
Okay, we'll take that. Agnes?
Right.
Yes, I think it is something we should consider, because with climatic changes that are coming in now, we don't know what might happen, but we should seriously consider what we have to do concerning the new building, the generators.
Is there a generator connected to the school?
Probably.
New school.
What's Board of Education?
Yes.
Yeah, our schools don't have backup generators. When they go out, they go out. We have a backup generator at the board office, but not at each school. And my question is, $100,000 is a lot because there's a lot of
Too much.
variables we don't know.
Too much money.
I mean, we don't know how many kilowatts it's going to be. Is it going to be 30 to 40, 40 to 50? And installation. So, I mean, I like the ideal. I think it's something we should think about. If we can get it done during construction or afterwards, investigate it. But 100,000 that's a lot.
No, I wasn't asking you to agree to that now. I just,
Yeah.
when he asked me about putting in the
Yeah.
$4,000 for the design, I said to him, well, how much the generator cost?
Yeah.
And he kind of said, oh, well, 1,000.
Right.
You can put a generator in afterwards.
Later, yeah.
You
Right,
don't
you can do it
need to
after
put
fact.
it-
So one question though is it like and maybe Nick answered it.
Kevin,
Will
I
it
don't know.
be
I can't
much
understand.
more? I mean, is it cheaper to do it now?
No, no,
No.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can do that
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to move. Y'all, just excuse me for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay, if there were a motion, I would vote against the
This.
$4,000 at this point,
Right.
knowing that if in the future we decide to put a generator in,
It can be done.
the
It can
difference,
be done.
the difference in the switchover switch and the gas pipe is not going to come to more than $4,000.
Absolutely.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
You still can't hear me?
A little bit better.
Yeah, but your words are very far apart.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. It's my my internet, so I can hear you. So
Are you on a laptop or a mobile device?
I'll just do the best I can.
You need a booster.
Do you have any other applications running on your computer?
I'm on a laptop, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, check and see if you have turn off all your other applications. If you got like Word or
Yeah.
web browser, and just leave Zoom on.
Yeah.
That can be another issue as well.
Definitely.
What type of heat will the
I got it. You guys go ahead, and I'll see what's wrong.
what type of heat will the library have?
We're hoping to have gas fired heat.
My brother-in-law bought a generator called Generac.
I
Or
have the
7
same one.
4,000 square feet, $7,000. The whole house, everything.
I have a Generac also. And
Yeah, it's
and
gas.
my house is
It's gas.
gas.
I know.
and Whatever. And I
They're
just
cheap.
put
They're
it
not
in
too
last
expensive.
year. Yeah.
From Home Depot, it's not expensive.
And they have commercial grades as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the size of the library is 5,000 square feet, correct? I mean, that's size of
Well,
someone's
maybe
large
more.
house. So,
Yeah.
The house is
Yeah.
4,000.
right, that's what I mean. That's about,
The library's 5,000. Only 1,000 difference.
Yeah.
And he paid
So-
7,000, not 100,000.
yeah.
Couldn't be more than 25,000 for the library.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we agree to advise January to tell the
Definitely.
architect
Yeah.
to skip this part?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
would someone
Yeah.
like to put that in a motion?
Motion.
Second.
NBC,
Yeah, motion.
Second.
second by Agnes,
Agnes, yeah.
and the motion should read, NBC, why don't you state the motion?
I say the motion. The motion to
Okay. Moved that our initial design will not provide for,
4,000 for the generator.
and
Period.
period.
Okay.
That's it.
Any other
We
discussion on
vote?
this?
Did we vote on that?
No, we haven't yet. We're
Not yet.
We're giving it,
Okay.
we're giving it the Roberts Rules order of discussing. And I think we've already discussed it quite a bit, but I'm in favor of going for a vote at this point. Nobody else wants to further discuss it. Those in favor?
Aye.
We
Aye.
in favor of not.
Those opposed? I see it unanimously passed. Okay. Is there any other new business? Okay, and
That's it.
Robert, has any, are there any more members of the, or any members of the public come on since we last visited this question?
No, to my knowledge, no member of the public has joined.
Okay, so we will skip the part 2 of the public comment. Our next meeting will be March 24th, 5:45 p.m.
Okay.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Oh,
Those in,
Second.
those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
All right.
Those
Aye.
opposed? Adjournment is carried unanimously. Thank you all for participating. And
Good to see you all.
see you next month.
month,
We'll see Monday or Monday night.
Monday night, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Monday night.